It's me. And I know that you can hear in my voice that I'm a lot more scared than I am angry. Jax, please. Please bring Jocelyn home and we can talk. I mean, I know how much you love her, and I love her too, and that's a great place to start. Just please come home before something happens that neither of us want.
You mean before Sonny finds him?
What are you doing here, brother?
Who are you expecting? Or is that pretty damn obvious about what you got in your hand?
Sorry, Justin. We can't do this to you. I just can't do this to you.
Did Carly hire you when I wasn't looking?
No.
Then what's happening here doesn't concern you.
I could be concerned for whoever I want, Mr. Griffiths.
I'm asking you to leave, butler.
So, you can ambush Jackson in peace? My news is that he will come back after Josh. You know, didn't add up that he will leave his only daughter behind.
It's been...
Oh, that would explain the pilot you left unconscious on the baggage cart out
Well,
there.
maybe he tripped because of, the bad weather and he fell.
Well, it must be convenient how people get in your way is either meet with an accident or come up missing.
If you're concerned, why don't you go to the pilot and get some help?
You know, I guess I could call 911, but I don't think you want to bring that kind of attention while you're standing here with a gun. I mean, what were you going to do if Jax showed up with Jocelyn in his arms? Start firing and hope you missed her?
How I deal with Jax is my business.
But look, if I didn't disable his car, Jax would have been long gone. It was my actions that kept him here. That gives me an interest in what happens next.
Where was Jax when you were messing with his car?
At Carly's house, taking Jocelyn.
Oh, that's just great. So let me get this clear here. Jax was at Carly's when you showed up. You had him. And you let him go?
Do you know where Sonny is?
No idea.
But you know he's looking for Jax.
I'm looking for Jax.
Yeah, I heard that on the message. He just left.
Wow, do you always walk into people's houses and eavesdrop?
Well, it helps when the door's wide open. Look, I know this has been a crappy night. You were in a car accident, so I'll save you the hassle of coming up with a cover story, and I'll tell you what I know. Jax took Jocelyn without permission, which means it's kidnapping, and I know that wasn't called.
It has been a crappy night, and I don't feel like answering your questions now any more than I wanted to answer them in the ER.
Okay. Even if Jax does bring Jocelyn back tonight, it's not going to stop Sonny.
Sonny's not here. I haven't spoken to him. I have no idea what he's going to do.
Other people might not know. People who have illusions about Sonny. You know, his other kids, his other women. I mean, hell, maybe even my mother. I mean, they might tell themselves that Sonny would have compassion for Jax as a father, that when Sonny brings Jocelyn back, he'd let Jax go, but you and I know better. Carly, we know that when Sonny is fixated on something, there's no reasoning with him.
I'm not protecting Sonny. I have no idea where he is.
I wish I could believe you. And I feel like a total jerk interrogating you in your living room after the night you've just had.
Then get the hell out, Dante.
But you will lie for Sonny with total conviction. I saw you do it at his murder trial. You might be doing that right now.
I'm not lying. Okay, I'm not lying.
Sonny trashed Jax's life. He hired a woman to drug him and accuse him of abuse. Okay, maybe Sonny's motives were pure and he was just trying to help you out, but Jax lost his child and then retaliated by taking Brenda away with him.
Brenda? What the hell is Brenda? Why are we talking about Brenda?
Because that's all that matters to Sonny is payback, and maybe that's all you care about too. Maybe you don't care what Sonny does to Jax.
I don't want anything to happen to Jocelyn's father.
Jocelyn's not the only one whose father's at risk. What about Michael and Morgan and Christina? And hell, I know you don't give a damn, but what about me? I don't want to see Sonny face a life term because this thing with Jax got out of control.
Dr. Henry,
Maybe when this is over, I'm gonna fly to Rome myself and kick Brenda's ass.
I don't see how you can blame this on Brenda.
Of course. Not only did she leave Sonny, she had to twist the knife by flying off with Jax.
Maybe that was Jax's idea.
Jax didn't force her. She could have said no. There's not enough attention in the world for that woman. She wanted to keep Jax and Sonny at each other's throat, and she got her wish.
Okay, so you admit it. That this is about revenge for Sonny. This whole search for Jocelyn is just an excuse.
Why does it have to be one or the other with you? Right or wrong, good or bad, Sonny's both. He wants to help me find my little girl, but yeah, he wants to get back at Jax.
And that's okay with you?
No, it's not okay with me. I love Jax. You know, we couldn't make our marriage work, but I want him to be a part of my life, my kids' lives.
Great, then help me stop Sonny.
What do you want me to do? I haven't heard from Sonny. I don't know where he is. Go to the hospital. Sit with Jason. Maybe he'll show up there.
What, you think Sonny's sitting around at a hospital when he could be out chasing down the guy who stole his wife? You know that's not what he's doing. Try again.
Whatever. I'm out of ideas.
All right, let's focus on Jax. With the traffic at a standstill because of this storm. Assuming he can't get out of town, where would he go with your daughter?
If I knew, I'd be there.
You are an absolute nightmare for a cop. You know that? I mean, there is absolutely no way of knowing if you're telling the truth.
I would lie about almost anything, except my child's safety.
I'm gonna go get to Jax before Sonny does.
What are you gonna do? Where are you gonna start?
I don't know. I know how Sonny thinks a little bit. Maybe I can get ahead of him. Why don't you stay here, keep trying to reach Jackson? If you do, tell him to bring Jocelyn back. Then tell him to get the hell out of town before Sonny kills him and screws us all.
You let Jax walk out with Carly's daughter? Why? You want to bring her back so you can be the hero?
Now, look, I wasn't going to fight the guy while he was holding us.
You were ex-military. You know how to get a hostage back.
Hostage is a bad word to throw around, Mr. Corinthos. It doesn't apply to the situation.
You don't give a damn about stopping Jax. What you want is to impress Carly because she's rich, she's single, she's beautiful.
Oh,
That's what you want.
Come on, she's a woman who's afraid for her child.
You didn't raise a finger to try to save that child.
Try to avoid violence whenever possible, especially when there are kids around.
There are no kids here.
You know, there's no Jax either. Unless you're just in the mood to pull the trigger on who's ever available.
Yeah, I asked you politely to leave. If you choose not to, you're going to have to deal with what happens next.
Look, I know you don't care for me, Mr. Corinthos. That's fine. You're here for Jax? You want Jax to pay? Although I thought you'd be a tad bit smarter about this.
Do not insult me.
Look, you and Jax are both grown men. You want to act like idiots and throw your lives away? Hey, fine man, me, who am I to say? But this little girl's a different story.
Yeah. Looks like you did a great job trying to protect her, didn't you?
I'm gonna find Jocelyn and bring her home to Carly. And I'm not gonna need a gun to do it.
You're late to the party, Butler. You don't want to get involved. There's a lot of history here. Jack's got to be stopped. So he doesn't take something else that doesn't belong to him.
Oh, like your wife?
Okay, I'm gonna ignore that one. Now it's gonna be a lot easier for you to leave here if you don't have a bullet in your leg.
Well, that's the difference between me and you. I'm willing to die for Jocelyn. You're just willing to kill for her. So, I'm gonna do this my way. And you do it yours.
So the pilot, out on the baggage cart, that's one assault that we know of. How far do you plan to take this?
Take what?
Well, Jax gave you the opening you've been looking for. You don't have to chase him halfway around the world. He's just going to walk on his plane holding his daughter in his arms.
Carly probably thinks that Jack's going to return to Jocelyn. I don't think so, but then again, I'm not a private investigator.
You don't have a lot of respect for my badge.
Well, sometimes you lose perspective. You don't have focus on. Like right now, why are you hassling me when you should be out looking for Jocelyn?
If Jax returns Jocelyn to Carly, he has every right to leave. All you got to do is let him.
Or not.
I get that you want to kill the guy. I just don't know why. It's not like he's some undercover cop who tried to bust you.
No, that was you.
Yeah, he's never come gunning for you.
You don't know the history. He's been trying to wreck me for years.
All he did was stand up to you.
Oh, come on.
Called you a few ugly yet accurate names, and you pay him back by accusing him of assault and drugging him.
Okay, go ahead. Keep going. You always think the worst of me anyway.
I'm sorry. That's just my experience of you, Sonny. Look, no one has to die. Okay, Jocelyn doesn't have to lose her father. You kids don't have to watch you get sent to prison.
I don't think stopping a kidnapping... I think that would be considered self-defense.
Can we try just have an honest father-son moment here, maybe?
Yeah.
You're not waiting here so you can rescue Jocelyn. You're here to get revenge on Jax for taking Brenda out of your life. Yourself a story. That Jax was the reason Brenda left you, but all he did was give her a ride. She left you all on your own.
Thanks for clearing that up.
Well, it's the truth. And I know you don't want to admit it because your pride's going to get it.
Brenda didn't like my business, but she accepted it. Otherwise, she wouldn't have married me. And when she brought her son to live with me, I know that she knew that I could protect both of them.
Well, I guess her trust in you ran out.
No, that's not what happened. Jax worked her every chance he got. He told her that if she didn't leave me, she would not be a good mother.
You're delusional, Sonny. She left you because you framed Jax for assault and drugs.
Who told you that? Did Brenda tell you that?
You don't have to tell me that, Sonny. I lived it myself, okay? I liked you once before, remember? When I was undercover, I had a genuine conflict of interest, man. I liked you. I admired you. And my job was to bust you. Okay, but that'll change when you shot me.
Oh, we're gonna bring that up again? Have we not let that go?
The reason she left you is because I don't think she liked you very much anymore.
Oh, okay.
Certainly not enough to risk her son's life by staying with you. That's on you, Sonny. You lost her. Okay, so man up and face it instead of blaming Jax for something that you...
I could have stopped her from leaving!
You lost her!
I could have stopped her!
Girl, get over it, man.
I could have stopped her. She was pretty much begging me to try again, but I said no because I felt that was the right thing to do. And then I hear that son of a bitch is feeding her lies. Screw him!
Where you are and how you live, that was never supposed to be Brenda's life. Why do you think it didn't work for you the first time? She's been the thing that's always been out of reach. That you can't touch it or you'll break it, and you couldn't help yourself, Sonny, so you broke her.
No calls.
Maybe Jax didn't get my message. Do you think I should call him again?
Huh? He's your ex-husband. Jocelyn is your daughter. You gotta follow your own instincts.
I've been wrong about everything tonight, so if my instinct says to call, that means it's a good argument for me to do nothing.
I think you're being too hard on yourself.
Jason asked me to respect his boundaries with Sam, and I barged in, and he was in a car accident.
No, you're worried about your daughter, okay? I think that qualifies as an emergency.
Yeah, but I take everything to Jason. Big emergencies and minor inconveniences. Doesn't really leave much room for him to have a life. And I know that. I've always known that. I just didn't have to deal with it till now. And if I would have found another way to handle the situation, not gone after Jason, then maybe Jax wouldn't have had time to take Jocelyn.
Carly, there's something you need to know. I found Jax on his way out with Jocelyn. I froze up and I let him take her.
Why?
Look, Jax said things that really pushed my buttons. Okay, they were just words to him, but they were exactly the right ones. Like, and I couldn't deal.
You had an episode.
Yeah. And PTSD, you know, it happens. Like, usually when I'm alone, usually I'm better at controlling it. You know, I can't stop thinking about Jocelyn being dragged out in that storm, and Jax has her who knows where. No, I could have stopped this whole thing. I could have stopped it.
It's not your fault. And I should have listened to you when you told me that Jax wasn't going to give up. We both messed up.